How to install temperature probes on an Accsense wireless pod model A1-02b. The Accsense model A1-02b accepts 3 temperature inputs, one each of an RTD, a thermocouple, and a thermistor. It also accepts additional inputs which are addressed in our video on installing CO2 sensors and magnetic door switches. The only tools required are a screwdriver and a pair of needle-nosed pliers with side cutters. This is the Cryogenic thermocouple probe. It is normally used in a freezer or a liquid nitrogen tank with a temperature range of from -200 degrees C to -100 degrees. It has a sealed end and it uses an indexed male plug for connection to the A1-02b pod. One important thing to remember about the thermocouple probe is that if you need to extend the length, you need to use thermocouple wire. Do not use regular 2-conductor electrical wire with thermocouples. The thermistor probe is used in both refrigerators and incubators. Its range is from -20 degrees C to +150 degrees. It has 2 wires for connection to the A1-02b pod, and it is not polarity sensitive. This is the RTD probe, generally used in refrigerators or freezers, but its range is from -100 degrees to +100 degrees C. It has 3 wires for connection to the A1-02b, 2 of one color and 1 of a different color. Most commonly, there are 2 white wires and a red wire. Here's the pinout diagram that comes with the pod. It describes how to hook up the probes. The close-up view shows the terminal block, the numbering of the pins, and the location of the wires to be connected. In order to visualize the connection order, hold the pod so that the Accsense label is upside down and facing you, and the terminal block, also called a phoenix connector, is pointed downward. In this position, terminal number 1 will be on the left. Before installing the probes, check the stripped length and shorten the length of any exposed wires to 1/4 of an inch if necessary to prevent any shorting of the wires at the terminal block. Installation of the RTD. Hold the pod as shown and insert the uniquely colored wire, normally the red one, into the cavity below pin 7. This is the negative connection. Tighten the screw in a clockwise direction looking down until the connection rises up to clamp the wire in place. Select either of the common colored probe wires, usually white. These are the positive connections. Insert the wire fully into the cavity below the screw at pin number 8, then tighten as described above. Insert the second white wire at pin 9 and tighten it as well. Then pull on each wire to confirm that it is firmly fixed in place. Thermistor installation. Hold the pod as shown and select either of the probe wires. Insert the wire fully into the cavity below the screw at pin number 3. Then tighten the screw in a clockwise direction looking down until the connection rises up to clamp the wire in place. Insert the second wire at pin number 4 and tighten as above. Pull on each wire to confirm that it's firmly fixed in place. The installation of the thermocouple probe. This one's fairly easy. Simply hold the pod as shown here and plug the probe into the socket. The pins are indexed so that the plug can only be inserted one way.